Hey everybody, this is Rosie with Illuminate the Darkness. We are here to do another full moon reading. This is a full moon in Pisces, and so full moons are about illumination of self. So picture the Tower card where it has the lightning coming through the top, and again, it's shining through the tower and illuminating the entire space. So it's recognizing all the darkness and negative, per se demons and stuff like that that's hiding in the little rooms. So like it's fully clearing out the space. So what this means is, picture your mind as a room or a little universe within itself. And within that, you have all these little nooks and crannies that energy hides in. And so what this does is it illuminates that, and it makes it more noticeable. Things that we normally kind of black out, that we deal with, that we hold on to, and that we normally don't really see because it's in the dark. So this helps you to release the negative energy, and it also stands for completion. So it's the end of the moon cycle. You went through the first quarter, the new moon, and the third quarter. Now we're to the full moon. So it's the completion of the cycle. So this is time for self-awareness, to gain clarity, and then acknowledging your deep feelings and confronting what no longer serves you. So when it illuminates the negative energy within you, and you experience this, it might not feel like a release at first. So like you think of a cup that you're washing out, if it's got really gunked up stuff on the sides of it, when you first start dumping that water into it, it's just going to get all the stuff from the sides, and that water is going to look really yucky at first. So would you say that that's clean, or would you say that that's getting it dirtier? So think of that whenever these experiences happen, you may feel like a lot more shit is taking place than you're wanting it to, but it's actually to clear that energy, to make you acknowledge it, to make you recognize it, to make you decide what path that you want to be on. So acknowledge those deep feelings within, because that's just energy that you're holding within you. So this is a Pisces moon. Pisces moon energy gives us high sensitivity, emotions like empatheticness and strong intuition. And it also gives us creativity. So we want to express this time with creative energy. So painting, drawing, writing music. I don't know, I haven't really been super creative. I'm sure there's many things that you can do out there to be creative. Even just doing a little hobby of I'm sure even gardening can be a part of that, because of how you plant stuff and yada yada, which is not time of planting, it's almost time for harvest, so whatever. Okay, but so Pisces being a water sign, and then also the full moon illuminating all these emotions already, it might be really, really strong emotion right for you, right now. So the negative about Pisces, it means that they struggle with escapism and facing reality. So again, with these illuminations, sometimes we don't want to face that. Sometimes we don't want to accept that. And sometimes we have a hard time carrying forth of what is real and what is in our mind of what we want it to be. So Pisces energy gives us the creativity, but it can also lead us to addictions and covering up a lot of our feelings. So all this stuff that we're trying to hide within, you're going to do more things to either escape from it, or you're going to do more things to fully get through it. So it's either you escape the room or you escaped your mind, right? So the ruling planet of Pisces is Neptune. This is actually the ruling planet of illusion and escapism. So it can be like dreams and artistic expression. And then the Pisces also gives us forgiveness energy and mercy for others with the empathy. The sign for Pisces is the fish going in the opposite directions. So this stands for dreams and reality, so balancing them both. We want to dream and have goals and be able to have an imagination that helps us manifest a life that we want. But we don't want to live in our dreams so much that we can't face our reality and what we're actually doing daily and what our lives are actually going through. Pisces is mutable, so they adapt and go with the flow. Again, I'm sure that's why it's fish that represents them. And it is Virgo season right now. So Virgo season brings practicality. It is earth-rooted, organized, precision, and it is about self-improvement. So with the balance of the Pisces full moon, it may override, hopefully, that wanting to escape, and maybe hopefully overpower that to where we finally want to self-improve. So the balance of these energies are going to be within you. You got to be able to notice the differences and make the choices that's going to lead you in the right direction. So it's going to be a lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse blocks the sunlight to the moon, and because it's going to block the sunlight to the moon, it's going to look red. So it's going to be a blood moon. And then the moon that they call it during this time is the corn moon. So I guess that's the harvest of corn and stuff like that. So the lunar eclipse also brings in powerful transformation energy, self-reflection, space for new growth, and then emotional release. So with the Pisces, with that, it can help dissolve the illusions, transcend fears, and open up space. So it's going to be a very emotional time for you, and it's going to be very trying because it's going to bring you that energy that makes you want to escape, that makes you want to do all these things, that blocks out the feelings and the emotions. But that's a part of the test. So just feel it and let it flow, and don't hold it in. Whatever happens, happens, and what no longer serves you will leave. It's not gonna, you can't force anything. You shouldn't have to. We will see what the energy reads today, what kind of message the universe wants to bring us. Sorry about that. We're at the park, so he wants to play. Okay. One more. All right, we got 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and 9 of Wands. All right, so the 10 of Cups is about deep emotional fulfillment, lasting happiness, harmonious relationships, and then like contentment, domestic bliss, and completeness. Most cards, like not this deck, but most decks will show a rainbow and 2 people standing underneath of it with 10 cups above them. That is just like a happy ever after. Some kids or something like that playing in the yard, and it's about just supposed to be like the happy ever after type of energy. And then 3 of Cups, it is about celebration and friendships, community gatherings, collaboration, happy reunions, and community, connection. So that goes along with the Ten of Cups, with the harmonious relationships and the lasting happiness and the domestic bliss. And then the Knight of Wands is about fiery passion, action, ambition, rapid action, bold steps towards your goals, courage, but it can also stand for recklessness and impulsiveness. So you want to embrace your, be spontaneous, to fulfill your dreams, but you don't want to be reckless and just, burn the bridges. So to me, that feels like we're going to actually have emotional release and come to a happy point. And because of that emotional release, it may fix relationships around you and bring people closer together. Maybe because of your release, it might shine your light brighter, so then it attracts more people to you. The Knight of Wands can also be about, don't take this as the end. Continue to follow your goals and your passions and go for it, but don't be reckless and impulsive. Alright, so hopefully that resonated with you somehow. I felt like that was a good one for the moon that we're having. Alright, I am going to pull Scorpio, I Transform. So that's a good one for the transformation of this moon that we are having. Oh, that's it. Scorpio, I Transform. Acknowledging desire and surrendering yourself to the depths will serve you best at this time. Scorpio is one of the most fascinating signs in the zodiac. It is ruled by Pluto, planet of gutters and extremes, and is the sign of sex, money, and passion. It is a powerful sign. Scorpios have a bad reputation for ruthless behavior which is not deserved. Like the other water signs, Scorpio is emotional, but not in the sympathetic way of Cancer or Pisces. When Scorpios enter a room, they don't have to say a word for the crowd to know. They can feel their energy. Their depth and their ability to understand others, all the while not revealing much about themselves, is profound. Scorpios inspire you to tell them your darkest secrets, while revealing none of their own. When Scorpios feel deeply, they fear the loss of control, and they will sting when threatened or concerned. Almost always, Scorpios will deliver the last hit. Scorpios do not roll over and play dead. They never forget a slight. People of the sign will make their mark even when they have to do it alone. If the Scorpio card shows up, you are being tested. You may feel isolated and on your own, without much sympathy or help from others. If so, it's time to stand on your own and fight these forces gathered against you. You will likely win and come out much stronger and happier than before, and it is still an intense time. There are a number of positive changes with this card. You will soon gain what you have worked so hard for. This card implies karmic issues, even the resurfacing of past life recollections. So many of your relationships will now be of a karmic nature and thus be tried as well. Your life may seem like a trial. Matters involving inheritance and money may figure in, such as heirlooms, legacies, and what comes through family or people you are tied to from your deep past. You may have to deal with someone who may plot revenge over something that you may not be guilty of. It could also be a time where enemies surface, so you would be wise to protect your reputation. Strong sexual attractions may arise, whether wished for or not. Obsessions are possible. It is wise not to get wrapped up in intrigues with people you don't know very well or have known for only a short time. Do not attempt to maneuver or manipulate anyone. This will surely backfire. And the positive side, Now is the time to be resourceful and guard that which you have worked for. If romance is your question, expect it to be transforming and not something that you can leave aside. In some cases, your partner may seem aloof, and hard to reach, and matters may erupt into unexpected passions. As surrounding cards indicate that things will progress, this may be one of the most important and transforming relationships that you've ever had. And dealing with jobs and careers, expect intensity, restrictions, and demands. Something with this card comes up to indicate that you will be going through a period of self-analysis. You may seek out a professional, or you may work through it alone by reading or through reflection. Be careful when it comes to finances in areas such as taxes, property, and shared assets. You could have resounding successes or tremendous losses. But the message is to take your chance, then stick with your decision no matter what. You have the ability to make it work. So that also goes with our moon, the time for transformation. This is a very powerful time to take in the energy, and again, Scorpio is an emotional card, even though they're not as emotional as Pisces and these other water signs. It still can be pretty intense time with the feelings. So just make sure that you're not escaping the feelings and you're actually facing them and taking them on and releasing them. But if you like it, like, share, and subscribe, and let me know.